someone that's afraid to let go. You decide if you ever go.
Hey guys, it's Riot with this week's content. Today we're going to go over our Global Conquest Season 2. We're going to go over a few things that a lot of people have been asking on Facebook and also on Discord. I see that some of you haven't really been given answers to your questions. Hopefully all of this gives you a better understanding on things, especially when it comes to the bidding. I know people have said like, what is bidding? What is bets? Like, who is cheer feature and all that stuff. So let's go over to the Discord channel for, let's see, go over to Global Conquest. So as you see on here, it says at the top with Princess Doom, the boss, it says that after the Global Conquest, speech impediment. After the Global Conquest semifinals are unlocked, the cheer feature will be open. Before the semifinals and the finals start, you can support the nation that you think that might win. So basically placing your bets before the finals or semifinals start. This only unlocks between these two. I know that the preliminaries aren't open to this. So going to the next one. Cheer for your favorite nation before the first battle of every round. After the battle starts, the feature will be closed. So like I said, before every battle starts, you need to set your bets. Now, going into a deeper detail of what this means is you can only choose one nation per group. So let's say you have 4 nations. You can only choose one nation out of that 4. After you confirm, the system will deduct the gold as a deposit, and the different tier amounts can be chosen. So that part, it's like it takes it as a deposit. So there is a chance that it would be returned back to you, but we'll get into that in a bit. So let's see. Going to the next one would be after every round of the 3 battles are over, the system will send out a cheer reward based on the final results. So this is after all 3 rounds are done. Then you'll get your reward, or they'll determine whether you've won anything or what you get back basically with the rewards. If your nation you cheer for is the group winner, the system will return temporarily the deducted gold, and the bonus amount worth several times more than deposit will be sent as a reward. So you get the deposit back, but then later on when everything's finalized, you get your bet or your reward for placing these bets on this nation. So if you choose a nation that doesn't win, the system will temporarily return the temporarily deducted gold, but a deduction will be made from the gold as a cost of it based on the ratio. So of course, if you lose, you won't get everything back, but you do still get some of your gold back, depending on how much you bid. That's basically what I guess they probably do a percentage of. So going to the first rule, or the first rule, there are 3 phases, like I said earlier: preliminary, semifinal, and final. The season is based on points that you can earn. So basically this is by kills, this is by taking over the star core, the tower buffs. There's nodes on here, they look like little fountains basically on the territory of this Global Conquest arena. I don't know what they actually are, but these actual buildings or nodes that you see will give you individual points. So aside from your participation, you can also gather from these little nodes, and then they will boost up your participation in this event. The key to this would be actually keeping these fountains so that your nation increases its points more. Even though you're not participating in the main tower takedown, you have these little nodes that you can protect and make sure that you keep. So next one will be If your nation has a global conquest in a current week, the nation the nation's normal capital war will be suspended for 1 week. The current ruling alliance will remain in power for that week. So let's say you have the top one alliance that has the buffs because they took over capital. They will be capital holders for another week. And if you aren't having or you're not participating in global conquest, but you see other nations participating, this means that your capital war will continue on. Going on to the next one. Let's see. Next one would be next one would be rule 5 at the top. Global conquest uses group match rules, in which nations are the same globe, are of the same globe and are randomly matched. After each round is matched successfully, the nations will enter a all new map to fight with each other. And this would be for the Star Core. The Star Core is basically the main huge building that's in the middle of this map. Aside from that, you have four buff build towers, and then you have the 3x3 or 3x whatever that are surrounding this little event territory or this capital within the global conquest arena. Then going to the next one that covers rules 5 and 6. The next one would be 7. So for each round, you can, out of the 3, you can only go into 2. So this means that it's really important that you get your nation really involved in all of this. You want to make sure that if you have academies and they're active and they want to be active, you want to encourage them to actually get involved. You do want to let them know and set some guidelines like, hey, don't give away points, do this. There are so many ways of having the upper hand. You want to be able to give them the advantage, or you want to be able to have that advantage, or I crossed that out. You want to be able to get that advantage where you earn more points. So this means taking down the participating players while the main alliance is participating in taking the towers. Another one could be making sure that no one gets the small little towers on the side of the arena. Making sure that you can that no one gets the buff towers. Once the buff towers are taken, you can go ahead and kick them out while the main alliance sends out, somebody to watch that, tower. Just make sure that it does cost a lot when you aren't using the appropriate troops. So let's say you participate, you don't have enough, and you're just sending out like random stuff. It could really affect you. Just think of it as a time attack or a time speed attack. Every second and every formation that you use depends and is it just weighs in a lot. Like the importance of it just really weighs in a lot. So going to the next one, you will see that no items are required to enter the battlefield. You may enter and exit the battlefield at any time, but do remember this is kind of like Chaos Land. If you have wounded troops in Chaos Land, they will remain wounded. They don't heal if you exit and enter back. That's because, who would want that? That would be basically cheating. Now let's see. Commanders with city level 22 and above are allowed to join. I honestly do not suggest having a level city 22 join. If you join, there will be a lot of C26 and above, and they will set you on fire because you are an easy hit and you can easily give away points. The next one would be, let's see. Like I said, troops will become wounded, they won't be killed. You can't attack commanders from the same nation, and commanders from different alliances in the same nation meet at a building on the battlefield. A battle won't be triggered. The commander who arrives later will have the troops automatically return to their city. So do take note that if you're not paying attention, remember that time is really important in this event. So you're wasting time traveling there while another nation or another alliance from your nation is already like half a minute or a couple seconds ahead of you. It would be pointless. So just call back your troops. Make sure that you're paying attention. Also, if you are using speeds, make sure that you're using them properly. If you're using buffs, make sure that you're using them properly. If you're also using your expansion, make sure you have the expansion fleet and also the expansion buff applied before entering. You want to have this already before joining, because once you join, it doesn't work. That's what I understood from it. If it's not, then you can go ahead and correct me in the comment section below. Sorry, English is not my language. So like it says, occupy the buildings on the battlefield to get a nation, alliance, and individual points. Cost loss of an enemy's battle power or in the battle, and again additional individual points. So like I said, individual alliance and nation points contribute to the winning of your nation, or you winning that whole round for your nation, or you as a nation. Let's go. So this just talks about like when the rewards are given. They're given after, let's see, individual rewards will be given from individual accumulated points. Alliance points will be given as an alliance accumulated points. Nation points will be given as a nation accumulated points. Sorry if you hear my cat, that's him, he snores. Going to the next part. Let me see. When every season is over, When every season is over, individual season rewards will be sent according to your highest points earned in a single battle. 18. When every season is over, nation season rewards will be sent according to the nation's final season rankings. Okay, and after the season finals are over, the nation president who ranked 1 has authority to set the globe's name. Now, the globe must go through an official review. The globe can't be changed while under review or after approval. The approved name will be used until the end of the next season. So you do have to make sure, Mr. President, if you do win, if your nation does win, you need to make sure that you're naming your nation properly, because this is like, you know, everybody will remember who you are. You know, let's see. After that, if multiple globes participate in the same season, the nation president that ranks 1 will have the authority to set the name for every globe that joins. So make sure you make a positive impact in the game. Do your best, show off if you can, but don't forget that you are a team player, so whatever you're doing also impacts the image of your nation and your alliance. So with that all said, I actually want to say thank you for stopping by and listening to what I have to say. I also will see you guys next week, and I hope you guys enjoyed this coming Global Conquest. Bye!
Someone that's afraid to let go. You decide if you're ever gonna